अगर आप एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर, कंप्यूटर साइंस स्टूडेंट, बीसीए, एमसीए, बीटेक या कोडिंग बूट कैंप ग्रेजुएट हैं और किसी आईटी कंपनी में जॉब के लिए इंटरव्यू देने वाले हैं, तो आज की ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत खास है। बहुत से कैंडिडेट्स कोडिंग जानते हैं, प्रोजेक्ट्स भी बनाते हैं, लेकिन इंटरव्यू में घबरा जाते हैं। रिजल्ट, सिलेक्शन नहीं हो पाता। इस वीडियो में हम एक रियलिस्टिक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर मॉक इंटरव्यू करेंगे। इस मॉक इंटरव्यू में शामिल होंगे एचआर राउंड, टेक्निकल राउंड, कोडिंग डिस्कशन, प्रोजेक्ट डिस्कशन, बिहेवियरल क्वेश्चंस, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, फाइनल एचआर क्वेश्चंस। तो कल्पना कीजिए कि आप एक इंटरव्यू रूम में बैठे हैं और इंटरव्यूअर अंदर आता है। एचआर राउंड। इंटरव्यूअर: गुड मॉर्निंग। कैंडिडेट: गुड मॉर्निंग सर। क्वेश्चन 1, टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ। यह लगभग हर इंटरव्यू का सबसे पहला सवाल होता है। बेस्ट आंसर: गुड मॉर्निंग सर, my name is Rahul Sharma. I have completed my BTech in Computer Science from ABC University. During my college, I developed strong knowledge of data structures, algorithms, object-oriented programming, database management systems, web development. I have completed projects using Java, Python, SQL, and React. Recently, I have completed an internship where I worked on developing REST APIs and fixing application bugs. I enjoy learning new technologies and solving real world problems. I am looking for an opportunity where I can contribute to the organization while continuously improving my technical skills. इंटरव्यू टिप: अपना इंट्रोडक्शन 90 सेकेंड से ज्यादा लंबा नहीं होना चाहिए। क्वेश्चन 2, why do you want to become a software engineer? Best answer: I enjoy solving logical problems. Software development gives me an opportunity to build products that can help thousands of users. I also like continuous learning because technology keeps evolving. Question 3, why do you want to join our company? Answer: I have researched about your company. Your organization works on large scale products and encourages learning. I believe working here will help me improve technically while contributing to impactful projects. टेक्निकल राउंड बिगिंस। अब इंटरव्यू थोड़ा सीरियस हो जाता है। क्वेश्चन 4, एक्सप्लेन ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग। आंसर: ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग एक प्रोग्रामिंग पैराडिग्म है जिसमें सॉफ्टवेयर को ऑब्जेक्ट्स के रूप में डिजाइन किया जाता है। इसमें 4 मेन प्रिंसिपल्स हैं: इनकैप्सुलेशन, इनहेरिटेंस, पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म, एब्स्ट्रैक्शन। इंटरव्यूअर को सिर्फ डेफिनेशन नहीं चाहिए, एग्जाम्पल्स भी दीजिए। क्वेश्चन 5, डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्टैक एंड हीप मेमोरी। आंसर: स्टैक मेमोरी stores local variables, faster, automatically managed. Heap memory stores objects, dynamic allocation, garbage collector manages it. Question 6, what is REST API? Answer: REST API is a communication interface between client and server. Methods include get, post, put, delete. Example: when a mobile app requests user information from a server, it generally uses REST APIs. Question 7, difference between SQL and NoSQL. Best answer: SQL, structured data, tables, fixed in schema. Examples: MySQL, PostgreSQL. NoSQL, flexible schema, document based, scalable. Examples: MongoDB, Cassandra. Now question 8, what are indexes in database? Indexes improve search speed by reducing the number of rows scanned, but too many indexes may slow down insert and update operations. Question 9, explain time complexity. Suppose we have an array, searching every element one by one. O bracket n, binary search. O log n, nested loops. O n square, efficient code is always preferred. नाउ कोडिंग राउंड. अब कोडिंग राउंड शुरू होती है. क्वेश्चन 10. Reverse a string. Interviewer. Can you explain your approach first? Professional candidate. Yes, I will use two pointers. One pointer from the beginning, another from the end. Then swap characters until both pointers meet. ये अप्रोच एक्सप्लेन करना कोडिंग जितना ही जरूरी है. क्वेश्चन 11. फाइंड डुप्लीकेट नंबर्स. आंसर. I can solve this using a hash set. Time complexity will be O bracket n, space complexity O n. Question number 12. Check if a string is palindrome. इंटरव्यूअर चाहता है कि आप सोच कर जवाब दें. पहले लॉजिक समझिए, फिर कोड लिखिए. क्वेश्चन 13. डिफरेंस बिटवीन एरे एंड लिंक्ड लिस्ट. एरे, fixed size, random access, faster searching. Linked list, dynamic size, easy insert oblique delete, sequential access. Question 14. Explain your final year project. Example answer. My project was an online food ordering system. Front end was developed using React, back end was built using Spring Boot. Database was MySQL. Users could register, browse restaurants, place orders, and make online payments. My responsibility included API development, authentication, and database design. Follow-up questions. What challenges did you face? Answer. We initially faced slow API response because unnecessary database queries were being executed. We optimized SQL queries and introduced pagination, which significantly improved performance. Question. If given another chance, what would you improve? Answer. I would add microservices architecture, Redis caching, and Docker deployment. Debugging round. Interviewer. Suppose your application is running slowly. How will you debug it? Answer. I will first reproduce the issue, then check application logs, monitor CPU, and manage usage. Analyze database queries, profile API response time. Finally, identify the bottleneck before making changes. ये structured thinking interviews को बहुत पसंद आती है. Now, system design for experienced candidates. Design a URL shortener. Now, approach will be user sends long URL, generate unique ID, store in database, return short URL, redirect whenever short URL is accessed. Now, behavioral questions. Tell me about a difficult situation. Answer. During internship, our deployment failed just before the release. Instead of blaming others, our team divided responsibilities, identified configuration issues, and successfully deployed within the deadline. Tell me about teamwork. Example. In our college project, we used GitHub for collaboration. We conducted weekly meetings and reviewed each other's code before merging. Tell me about conflict. Professional answer. I prefer discussing issues professionally. I first understand the other person's viewpoint and then focus on finding the best solution. Scenario based questions. Suppose production server crashes. What will you do? Answer. Stay calm, check monitoring dashboard, read logs, inform team, identify root cause, restore service, prepare incident report. Suppose your manager asks you to learn a completely new technology within 1 week. So, what will you do? Answer. I will create a learning schedule, study documentation, build a small project, seek guidance whenever required, practice daily. HR on. What is your expected salary? Answer. I am open to company's standard compensation structure. My priority is learning and long term growth. Why should we hire you? Answer. I have strong technical fundamentals, a positive learning attitude, problem solving skills, and I work well in teams. I believe I can contribute effectively while continuously improving. Now, do you have any questions for us? Always ask something meaningful. For example, what technologies does your team currently use? What does success look like in this role during the first 6 months? What learning opportunities are available for freshers? Now, the common mistakes. First, memorizing answers, speaking too fast, interrupting the interviewer, giving one word answers, not asking questions, exaggerating projects, mentioning technologies you cannot explain, criticizing previous employer, ignoring communication skills. Now, the final interview tips before the interview. Revise DSA, practice coding, read about company, prepare resume, keep projects ready, practice mock interviews, test internet connection for online interviews, dress professionally, keep water nearby, maintain eye contact during the interview, listen carefully, think before answering, be honest. If you don't know the answer, say I am not completely sure about this concept, but based on my understanding, this creates a better impression than guessing confidently. दोस्तों, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर इंटरव्यू केवल कोडिंग टेस्ट नहीं होता, ये आपकी टेक्निकल नॉलेज, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी, लर्निंग एबिलिटी और प्रोफेशनल बिहेवियर का पूरा इवैल्यूएशन होता है। याद रखिए, इंटरव्यूअर ये नहीं देखता कि आपको हर सवाल का जवाब आता है या नहीं, वो ये देखता है कि जब आपको किसी सवाल का जवाब नहीं आता, तब आप कैसे सोचते हैं, कैसे सीखने की इच्छा दिखाते हैं और दबाव में कितने शांत रहते हैं। अगर आप रेगुलरली मॉक इंटरव्यूज की प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स को गहराई से समझेंगे और बेसिक्स को मजबूत रखेंगे तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आप बढ़ेगा। अगर यह वीडियो आपके लिए उपयोगी रही हो तो इसे लाइक करें, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। कमेंट करके बताइए, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर इंटरव्यू का कौन सा सवाल आपको सबसे मुश्किल लगता है। हम उस पर भी एक डिटेल वीडियो लेकर आएंगे। थैंक यू। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में।